We're ready. Take off.
Come in.
How you guys doing?
Nice to meet you.
Good.
Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Will you guys get this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. So how you guys been?
Good, how are you?
We're doing well. Just trying to stay warm out there.
Yeah.
Winter's not leaving us.
What do you guys think of all wild dropping the inland?
I'm fine with it.
You know what? That was a rough day yesterday, I think. We should just move on and get down to business.
Okay, sounds good. So here we've got some portfolios so you guys can follow along with us.
Okay.
Front and back pages to save paper. Last time I spoke with you guys, you said your current needs were that you guys wanted to work with local coffee companies, seeing that you guys are in Canal Park, so you wanted to keep it local. And then you guys wanted better coffee education. What are your current needs?
Yeah, I mean, especially the education. If we can know more about the coffee we're serving, that's going to better help our customers.
Oh, totally, and we'll touch up on that as we go in here. So right away, we got yourselves an agenda here. So right away, we'll start with the background of the Duluth company, how everything got going. Then we'll talk about what separates us from our competitors, kind of talking about the education part. And then we'll talk about our product, go through a feature benefit chart, and then we'll talk about price. Is there anything you guys want to add to the agenda?
I don't think so. We'll just get started.
Okay.
Sure. I'll give a little brief introduction about the history of Duluth Coffee Company. So Eric Faust was actually the one who started it. He started it in his garage using a 3-kilo roaster, and he would just give it out to his friends and family. Soon the demand got really high, and throughout the community, people wanted it. And so he decided to open up his own little shop in the heart of downtown Duluth, which is now Duluth Coffee Company. Throughout that, he implemented a new 12-kilo roaster, which you can see on there. And the demand was so high that he had to be roasting 5 to 7 days a week, which was just too much to do what he loved to do. So he implemented a 70-kilo roaster, and then we also decided to partner with Twin Ports Paper. So they're actually the ones in charge of doing all of our packaging and distributing of our coffee. So we have the ability to be able to focus on what we do best, which is find and source the best coffee for our customers.
Okay, great.
You guys got any questions relating to how you got started?
No, I like that, you're working locally, but we can keep going.
Okay, so right away, our competitive advantage, as you guys can see in there, our mission is to source and roast coffee with integrity and intentionality. So what we mean by that is our owner, Eric, and the head roaster, Charlie, what they do is to source the best coffee. So currently you guys use New England coffee, correct?
Yeah.
So your guys' coffee is taken from a bunch of different roasters and just thrown into one batch and all mixed together. Eric and Charlie travel to origin, so recently they've gone to Colombia, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Mexico. And what they do there is they meet with the farmers, they test their product. Our owner actually is on the board for the Barista Champion Judge, so he knows exactly what we're looking for and the best coffees to choose from. So they go to these origins and create these relationships, which gives better education on like where we get our coffee from and how it's supposed to taste. And Maddie will kind of talk about that with our product right here.
Yeah, so Alex here touched briefly about cupping and grading. So these are going to be all of our coffees that we're offering. These are our main ones that we have. So what our main goal here is that we're going to try and get you guys into Duluth Coffee and bring you upstairs. So throughout this process, it'll be called a cupping and a grading session. So we have the beans for all of these fresh coffees, and we grind them up, let you smell them, see what types of notes that you can smell in them, and then you're actually going to be able to taste them as well. Throughout this process, we give you a little bit of history on each of them. They do offer all these little cards. If you wanted to take one, you can check it out. But it tells you exactly where it came from in the family farm as well, where Eric and Charlie, thank you, where they went to travel to find the best coffees.
So how can we assure that your coffee is as good of quality as you're saying it is?
Yeah, I appreciate your concern about like quality. So going back off of that, so our owner travels to these places. He's a professional grader, so every year when they bring all the coffees in the world, he's a professional judge on that, and there's only 10 judges on that. So we know when they go to travel to these places to ensure that they're getting the best coffee. So even on like this first one that you talked about, like they meet with the Lopez family who owns this farm, and for New England coffee, how they weigh their coffees, it's just by weight. So when people go out and pick, they're picking any beans necessarily, whether it's in prime time or whether it's too late, they'll just throw it in their bin because they're going by weight. So we pay, our coffee is more expensive as you know, so we pay more money so we get like the perfect right bean time. Does that address your concern on making sure we have the right product?
Yeah, I just worry, because if we make the wrong choice, we go out of business, so.
Absolutely, and that is a big concern, but I do have a testimonial here as well from a few of the other, well, this is one that we used, Perk Place. We actually have our coffee in Perk Place, and they talked about how after just a month of having Duluth coffee in their shop, that they saw a 15% increase in repeat customers. So it showed that the customers really did appreciate that, and it also gave them the chance to give their customers the knowledge of which coffees that they had and the backgrounds of them as well.
Going off of what Maddie said too is all of our coffee is graded on like an, everything's graded from the 0 to 100 scale, and all of our coffee is graded above 80. And I know New England coffee, which is a low grade coffee, is only graded in the 60 area. So that goes to show how much better our coffee is than what you guys are currently using.
Does that address your guys' concern about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Great.
you guys have any questions relating to our product?
Just one little concern here, just, you know, since I'm the manager at the store, I hear everything that goes on, I see everything. I just don't hear a lot of people saying they want more options, like, if people wanted your coffee in our store, I think I would have heard about it by now, so, if you could just give some clarification on that.
Yeah, no, I totally understand your concern about people not like knowing what they want, and that goes back to like the education. Once you come in, like when you guys come and do cupping at Duluth, you guys will see that on our board we have each of our flagship coffees here, and they talk about each family farm. So it's like it's connecting you with who the farmer is. So once you realize that there's a connection there, and you see the family and you meet the family through reading about them, you're like, wow, like that's really interesting. Like I want to try that coffee. So it's really like talking to your customers and like helping them make the connectivity that they need to understand that they want better coffee. So it's like you guys helping them and them helping you, because then they're gonna come back and they're like, oh, I tried the Colombian decaf, now I wanna try the Papa Roux. So it's like, it's just always trying new things. Is that just your concern?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that ties into the education part of what we're looking for too, so, thank you for that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So moving on, talking about features and benefits here. So right away, a feature of ours, it's always fresh. So they're roasted to order, so whenever we usually do orders every week. So if you guys needed 70 pounds, we'd create that for you and have it shipped out to you through Twin Ports. And what's really nice about working with us locally is, say you guys run out of the decaf that day, we can just drive right on by and drop off 5 more pounds of decaf. So it's nice to keep it local, because if you ever run out, we're right there to help you guys out with that. And then it's local, helping out to do with the community. So being in Canal Park, you guys get a lot of people that are coming in for vacation, and then it's really nice to keep it local because that's what people like to see. And then finally, we pay homage to origin. So the reason why our coffee is more expensive is because we pay a living wage to these farmers out there. So New England Coffee and other coffee brands just drive the price down as low as they want because they buy from all different farms. And what we do is we buy from a specific farm, and when doing that, we pay them a fair wage. So what that does is that helps out the community out there, because now people out there are getting a fair wage. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, and then that kind of leads us on to the price. So pricing here, I kind of created you guys a table there. So right now it talks about how you guys pay $6 a pound for your New England coffee, and then our coffee is $9 a pound. And when you break that down into grams, yours is 13 cents a gram and ours is 19 cents a gram, so it is 6 cents more a gram. And then you can kind of see down here on a chart on like your smalls are 14 cents and ours costs 20 cents. So as you go up, it'll cost more money. So if you flip to the back side here, so for our smalls, we recommend that you sell them at $1.25, and then your profit margin on that will be 84 cents. And then going up, all of our profit margins stay above 80 cents if you sell it at a recommended price. Some other coffee companies have sold it for more, some of them have sold it for less. It's all about what you guys want to do. Being in the Canal Park area, I'm sure you guys could get away with selling them for a little bit more. And then talking about our markup on pretty much all of our products are around 400%. Do you guys have any questions relating to price, margins, markups?
So do you mean 84 cents per cup or 84%?
So if you kind of flip back here, so you guys, so say for the small here, it costs you guys 20 cents to buy that 10 grams,
Okay,
and then you can sell it for $1.25.
okay, got
So
it.
then you're making 84% profit on that.
Okay.
Does that address your concern on that?
Yep.
How's everything looking for you guys? Do you have any other
You
concerns
know
or
what I was
questions?
thinking? We should like extend our Sunday hours.
Yeah, I mean, but then we have to worry about like electricity costs, like do we know if people are gonna come into our store then, or?
Well, we're just so busy that if I can actually open earlier and stay open later. Probably just Sunday because it's already
Get
busy already.
some pre-church coffee and,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, I would totally, open.
I think that sounds like a good idea as well.
Sound good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll carry on now.
Sure, yeah, that was good. Good decision making on behalf of both of you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna want your coffee in for more of our hours too, so it could all work out. for the
Sure,
better.
absolutely.
So we do actually have a contract here if you guys would like to. And we go by, it's a weekly thing, so we set up for a year, you purchase it for a year, and then every week you guys would let us know, busy season, slow season, how many pounds you guys would want, and then we would make that fresh for you guys each week. Does that sound like a plan?
Before we move forward, I do have another question that just kind of came up. We really want a product that is like gonna make sure all of our seats are filled throughout the entire day. And, we just want some more reiteration of how you can help accomplish it. Because, I feel like every other day I'm seeing online people posting a picture of their Starbucks cup, and I'm not really seeing a whole lot of your coffee like on social media. And we just wanna win some people over, so.
So yeah, I totally appreciate that. So what it's really gonna take is gonna take you guys providing your customers with the education and connecting them with the people. So it's gonna take everyone around here, and that's like what we learned is like, once we teach our customers the connectivity here through the people, they've been like, wow, that's really interesting. I never knew coffee had so much background to it and where it came from and how it all went down. And I think once you guys come to Duluth Coffee Company and do a cupping, have you guys ever cupped coffee before? So once you guys do a cupping of coffee and really understand like how it works and how you grade it and how you taste it, you guys will be like totally on board with teaching other people on how it works. So then people, instead of posting their cup to talk about, oh, we received this coffee from the Lopez family farm in Colombia. And it's really nice that not only are you drinking good coffee, you're helping out other people in need. Does that address your concern on like getting everyone kind of up to board in the media and putting seats?
Yeah, I think that answered my question pretty well. So I think right now we're not totally sold on the idea, but we would like to try out your product. So do you think we could do one weekend? for
Oh,
that?
totally.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Before
what we
we
can
go
try.
any further, I'm just worried it's too new of a company.
I can take over that concern. So yes, we are a very new company, but I can show you something that might change your mind with that. So we are all about the community and about education, and really it's our passion is coffee. So we like to stick to what we do best. So Duluth Coffee Company works directly with Twin Ports Paper. So they are the ones who deal with, grocery stores, cafes, restaurants, and they go through Twin Ports Paper, who I had mentioned earlier. So they are the ones who do all the packaging and everything else regarding that with distributing and all that stuff. So we can stick to what we do best is coffee, really. Does that address your concern about our newness and kind of?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the new company, but I like your idea of the weekend trial.
Okay, so yeah, one weekend trial and let's do some paperwork.
Sure,
All
absolutely.
right, sounds good. Actually, no paperwork needed. Our first trial is all free, so we'll just deliver it to you guys, and then we'll just trial a week, and then we'll let you guys know how it works. But what we would still like to do though is set up a cupping, so you guys can understand how all cupping works, and you can help better educate your customers. How does that sound?
Good,
Yeah, I think we can do
And
that.
I think it would be better to do that before we start our free trial, so you guys have a better understanding of how it all works.
And then you guys can also go through and pick out which coffees you would like to have your customers testing out as well, so.
Absolutely.
So what date works best for you guys to set up a cupping?
Maybe next Friday
Next Friday, earlier, later,
in the morning. would be
in the
great.
morning, so 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right.
All
sounds
right,
good.
thank you
Good
so
meeting you
much.
guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Have a good
Nice to
one.
meet you. Thank you. Okay.